everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another rebind spread. So I'm trying to fill up all of the empty pages in my Erin Condren, so then at the end of the year I can do a flip through and there will be no blank pages. This week I'm going to be using a kit from the Plump Planner. This has like a festival vibe to it, which worked out perfectly because I had a festival themed bell tent this week for work. So the week that I'm planning for is the 26th of July all the way through to the 1st of August. I'm going to be putting some of my colourful pop-it date headers down, so I'm just going to white out the dates that are already written there so they don't shine through. And then I'm just writing the dates on, and then we will stick them all the way along the top. Next I'm going to grab my washi and just put the Simply Gilded washi down and then the glitter washi on top, and then we can go in day by day. Oh, actually I decided to put all of the full boxes down first just so I don't forget and then I end up not using them. So the pen that I'm going to be using this week is the Papermate Flare in the size medium. It's kind of like a felt tip pen. It writes really nice, it's super black, and it doesn't seep through to the other side, so you won't see any ghosting on your pages. It's a really good pen. Anyway, getting back to a Monday. So for Monday I had to take my partner to work before I went off to work, and then after I came back I done a quick oldie trip, so I just used one of my shopping poppets for that. I also had to then go pick up my daughter and my partner from work, so I've used one of my car poppets, and then when I came home I had to cook dinner and then I started work on my Etsy shop. So I just done some invoices and some envelopes, and I ended up having a super late night, so I've used one of my late night poppets. These are coming in so handy, I use them so often. I didn't even realise I was having that many late nights and early mornings, but I can see I do now. So for Tuesday we had a really early start in the morning because we had a big wedding job on for my bell tent business that I do with my sister. So I've used my early morning poppet and just wrote down a big wedding job, and then we ended up working for 13 hours at the wedding. I think with travel included it was probably more like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-hour day. So we were very tired, but the bride and groom were absolutely thrilled with their bell tents, so that was amazing. We did stop at McDonald's on the way home and we were both so delirious, and the only thing that got us through that day for some reason were the mozzarella dippers or mozzarella sticks that you can get from McDonald's. I don't know why. That's just what got us through. So for Wednesday I started with one of my Poppet coffee stickers as I went to go and get some coffee before I started on the orders that I did start on Monday. So the little poppet holding the stickers is from the planning sheet, and I've also used one of my desk doodle stickers to mark that I was going to be doing printing and cutting. And then later on in that afternoon I got to work on designing some new poppets. Which is amazing. I love designing new poppets, so that made me really happy. And then lastly I had to call the opticians just to get my children in, so that is the perfect time to use one of my poppet glasses. And then hopping over to the second half of the week, I'm just going to be putting all of the full boxes down in the middle again. I'm really pleased with this kit, it's so cute, the artwork is amazing and the colours are beautiful, so I was really excited to use this kit. And like I said, we had a festival themed bell tent this week, which turned out to be one of my favourite jobs that we've done so far, so that's another reason that I just had to use this kit. And then for Thursday I had to get up super early, so I've used the Don't Talk to Me poppet because I was just getting really tired by this half of the week. But I'd done the coffee run before we drove back to where we put the wedding bell tents up to take them down. And where the wedding event was, it was like in this kind of like a woodland, I guess you'd call it. So there was so many spiders and my sister is absolutely terrified of them, so I'm the spider catcher. But then I'm terrified of wasps, so she does the wasp catching and I do the spider catching. We stopped to get a McDonald's on the way home, of course, and we ended up spending about 10 hours there because we were also helping the bride and groom clear away all of the other stuff that was there. We just thought we'd help because they looked tired and they needed some help. And then for Friday, it was my last day at Centre Park, so I did hand my notice in a couple of weeks beforehand, and it was my last day. It was super emotional, and I had lots of farewell gifts, which was so sweet of them, and I kind of wasn't expecting it really, so it kind of took me by surprise. But they called me back into where I was working, so I was in the boathouses, and then they left me little things on the bed, and it was so cute. I've actually still got the gift card. I haven't used it yet, and I keep forgetting, so I must remember to use that. For when I got home on Friday, I stayed up late and worked on some designs, and then I also packed up all of my Poppet Squad packs so they were ready to be posted. And then for Saturday, I done another coffee run, so I've put one of my coffee poppets down. I think I used the Costa Poppy. Okay, the Costa Poppet, and I just wrote "but first coffee." And then we went off to do the festival bell tent, which, like I said, was one of my favourite jobs that we've done so far. And then when we come home on Saturday, I actually gave my Poppet Squad packs to my partner, and he went off to post them for me because I knew by the time I get home the post office would be closed. So he done that for me, and then I done some more Etsy work, and I just felt like, because I've been busy so much over the last few weeks, that I was just really behind. So I stayed up super late again and done lots of Etsy work. So I've just used a little poppet from the Emotion sheet, I think it is. And then I just put down that I feel so far behind. And moving over to Sunday. So for Sunday, we had to go back and take down the festival bell tent. So I've used one of my little poppet heads down here. I was trying to think what sheet it's from. I think it's from the Emotion sheet as well. After we had taken down the festival bell tent, we had to go back down to the yard and unload everything. And I had a really bad headache on this day. I think it's just because I've had a lot of late nights. So I've put my little headache poppet down there. And then once we had unloaded all of the festival bell tent, we then had to load 2 bell tent jobs onto the van at the same time. And then when I got home, there was just a mountain of laundry waiting. And then for the sidebar, I put my last full box down. And then as I moved my planner in a moment, I realised that I had not used any of the half box sheet because it had been under my planner and I just hadn't seen it. And I was just deciding what to do with them because I knew I wouldn't really use them in another spread if I didn't have any full boxes. So I decided to use them all on the sidebar. I'm still looking at it and it's still empty, so I don't actually fill them in, but I just wanted to use them because they're so pretty. So I ended up using, I think, 4 half boxes, and then I used some of the washi strips in between and then filled them up at the bottom. And then I also took the deco that was on the sheet and added it into the boxes just so it looked better than just leaving it plain. I really want to write something there, but I just don't have anything to write. But anyway, I'm glad I used them there. But that pretty much sums up the rest of this spread. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. And as always, whatever you're up to today, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.